Where you at,
The
Berto?
streaming industry keeps getting worse. Let's get right into the video, man. But before anything, happy New Year's, January 1st, man. Love y'all. I'm so excited for this year. Make sure you guys get up, get to it, and start it off strong, man. Love you guys. Where you at, family? Come on, let's see what's going on in the streaming industry, bro.
And when I found out who that person was, you're done, okay? And it's getting handed out. And you keep forgetting that I got fucking people. I got management. I got
speed sending threats.
I got people who like works for Twitter. And yes, I know your location. It was no LA.
Like, how low of a person do you have to be to use cancer to clickbait to get impressions? You know how much of an actual loser you have to be to use cancer to clickbait for impressions? Like, that's sad. That's weird. Like, that you have to be genuinely, like, actually, like, I raised money for breast cancer because of my mom had breast cancer, and for a page to just like use that just to get impressions, and not only that, but lie about it to get impressions, it's so weird.
Since the monetization of content, we've seen nasty creators do nasty things in order to boost viewership. Clickbaiting is the phrase.
It's crazy how Nina Lynn really became like the face of nasty creators. At one point, she was like beloved by everybody, and then she just her PR. That's crazy.
That started it all, but now this has just turned to rage bait / fake news / disgusting clip pages, putting out fake captions in order to entice viewership, in order to get those 2 cents off of X. The lies, the false narratives, all used to confuse an audience and ultimately galvanize a collection of people against a certain creator in order to do 2 things: prop up a different creator and make those pennies. And we're here to look at how
I've heard it's more than pennies though. Not that makes a difference, but I've heard it's good money. But hey,
damaging that stuff can be to the entire ecosystem as a whole. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Sub up.
Got to stick together. Just a month ago on this channel, we talked about how these clip pages have gotten out of control and how this secret behind the scenes component in the streaming industry that people were taking seriously would be the downfall of the streaming world.
Of some drama where it got a kick or steak logo on that motherfucker. Do your research.
I will now be suing every clip that is posted about me that is with a steak logo that is out of context to try to get hate on a situation that is not even happening. And then
I wonder if he actually did this.
I see all these idiots in the comments. Oh, let me see this, let me see that.
It's probably hard to find who's behind the actual pages.
Oh no, the worst thing I hate is you go on TikTok and it's a false ass caption that just did not happen, and everybody believes that.
Yes.
And somehow since that video, especially with all the drama that's been going on in the streaming world, this problem has just gotten worse. It's no longer used to spread these fake narratives and storylines, but ultimately it's ruining the careers of these content creators and hurting their relationships with other streamers. Now, typically when you see these types of pages, you think of the big guys, the Feared Bucks, the Scuba Ryans, you know, these guys just acting as the CNN or MSNBC type of pages for the streaming / internet entertainment industry. Real credible places and spaces to get news about what's going on. You know, no funny business, no gimmicks. But the industry has changed.
I feel like it's gotten to the point where people just realize that controversy sells. So it's like, why would I tell the truth when I can just lie? I'm gonna get their attention, they're gonna lie, they're gonna click on it, they're gonna watch it, and whether they believe it or not, I don't really care, but as long as I get my money, and that's just kind of where we're at when it comes to these clip pages.
Elon Musk introduced monetization on X. TikTok introduced, you know, the creator rewards program that rewards you for getting a bunch of views. And all this ultimately means is, hey, we need to get as many views as possible to our different platforms. And for what it's worth, and I can honestly say this sitting on the side of somebody who creates commentary YouTube videos, is that rage bait, negative stuff, anger.
That's what you know, the sad part about all of this, and I'm not to like point the finger and blame on y'all, because drama is drama. That's why we watch television. You know, that's why dramatic and thrillers and all that stuff, negativity sells in entertainment. But the sad thing is, man, you know, a lot of you guys complain and say this and say that, and we don't like the negativity spread. But that's all y'all watch, bro. That's all. Like, I'm telling you, as a content creator, again, I'm not trying to point the finger and be like, it's your fault. It's not, you know, because again, I'm a human being too. I like to consume content as well. But it's like, that's what we gravitate towards. Somebody does something great in the media. Let's just say Cenat, because whatever, but this is not true. I'm just giving an example. Cenat donates $1 million to this charity. While I would be happy to see that, and I'm like, okay, that's, you know, that's such an admirable thing. You know, We're going to see that. Maybe we watch it. Maybe we like it. Maybe we engage. But it's just kind of like that's nice. Nice little pat on the back. Kai Cenat steals $1 million from fake charity that people donated to. That's news. Everybody's on it. Yo, call the sirens. Everybody's making a video on it. That's what's going viral. Spread the news. Hate farm in the streets. Fire in the streets. F Kai Cenat. That's what's going to happen. And it's like, it's sad that that's just the reality we live in when it comes to this content shit, bro. But hey, bro, I don't know. It just, if you're going to spread the negative shit, at least let it be true. Y'all niggas are just making shit up, though. That's where things are starting to get so out of hand.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Baiting, all those things like that generate more views than positive stuff. Hell, even if it's not 100% true. And so now there's this incentive for these platforms to make fake stories in order to spread these different narratives, because ultimately views equal dollars, whether it be from the platform or from outside sponsorships. The most recent example that I can think of is this Kai Cenat Gigi breakup situation. A story populated that Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend Gigi started cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy of all people, and that's
what I said. I was like, bro, if that was actually true, which I mean, we still don't 100% know for real, but that's the story that went viral, right? Boy, that's dumb as fuck.
The reason why she broke up with him or he broke up with her. Now, the source of this allegation was none other than DJ Academics, but the problem is that DJ Academics never said any of these things.
Some rumors going around that Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, is cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy via DJ Academics on his live stream. Now, y'all want to know the truth about this? Because I got all the details.
Tell us.
I got 4K proof. Now, let me stop. I got 4K proof. Here's the thing, chat. This is not true. And, bro, I just want to tell y'all this, man. I know all y'all be loving Kai and whatever. And this is why I realized, like, me and Kai, we've talked, not recently, but, like, we've talked multiple times, just offline and shit like that. Man, when y'all love a nigga, y'all be just attacking other motherfuckers no matter what. Bro, how I get caught up in the group chat?
What's interesting in this situation is that DJ Academics goes on in that monologue to talk about how he streams to a massive amount of audience. And due to him streaming to a massive amount of audience on a nightly basis, you would think that there was some sort of clip that would support these claims. But ultimately, there never was.
No, they're just making shit up, bro. They're literally just waking up and making shit up.
People just took this and ran with it.
Academics reported that Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, is cheating on him with YoungBoy. And I said it on a live stream that I stream to 15,000 people every night. 15,000 people. And there's not one video clip of me saying this.
Yeah.
And people are running with it. Yo, Act said this. Bro, come on, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all got to stop. Bro, I look at my DM. It's all the wide linebackers, all the big back chicks from Shade Room. They're threatening to kill me. Yo, Kai,
oh my
you
God.
got to put a statement out, gang. Please.
Now, Academics isn't a squeaky clean church mouse, and we'll get to him in just 2 seconds, but it's amazing the things that a lie can do to the people that are involved in it. We're not just talking about this affecting DJ Academics. When Cenat took to Twitter to report that he was single and never gonna be in a relationship again, this story picked up headwinds. So much so that it seemingly impacted Gigi, his ex-girlfriend.
That's what like made it kind of like believable, because the timing of it all. That news dropped and then Kai out of nowhere, seemingly, you know, lining up with that timeline, drops that bombshell, and it's like, okay, wait, hold on, is it true? You know, we haven't seen the evidence, but what's going on? So I think the timing of that one honestly wasn't the best, but hey, it's not Kai Cenat's responsibility to line up what he wants to say to the world with fucking fake rumors.
Came to the internet and posted her comments about the situation. She said, and I quote, "I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane. I never cheated on him, and you know that. I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please." But Gigi, sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, Kai never ran with this narrative either. So now we have two people in an actual relationship, or what was an actual relationship, consuming this BS, this nonsense, and this slop, and it's ultimately dividing them further than where they were. Another problem with these lies is that once one lie happens, more lies get added onto that lie, only supporting it. Mind you, none of these things are attached to the truth at all. This tweet is talking about Cenat revealed that he had bought a house, a car, and was forking out $100,000 allowance to his girlfriend every.
Oh my God. It's like, who's getting this information though? Now, if this is true, that's fucking, damn, Kai, you're tripping, you're tripping. But who the hell is Norma K? And why is she why do we have any reason to believe her?
Single month, and then she proceeds to cheat on him with Cenat's friend who has 13 baby mamas. What type of shit is this? And this tweet is currently sitting at 1 million views. Now, of course, there's a common theme in this situation. There's a blue check mark. There's bots in the comments section. She's responding to every single reply simply because that's how you rack up engagement, aka dollars, on the platform. But at what expense? At what cost? Another common theme on platforms like Twitter.
None to them. That's the sad part, bro. You just make a random profile picture with a random username. For a long time, nobody even knew who was behind Kick Champs until he did that little interview with Aiden Ross. Like, that's the fucked up part, bro. They're faceless channels. Nobody's behind it, or you don't know who's behind it, and they can just get on here and say whatever. And there's not really any rules or regulations to stop it, bro. And it's like, while all of this is unfortunate, is there really a reality where platforms like Twitter and YouTube and, you know, all these platforms are going to be like, let's spend a bunch of money on fact checking whether Cenat broke up with his girlfriend or not? Like, it's kind of so unemployed news that it's just where they probably aren't going to make a change to crack down on false information and misinformation being spread like that, because it's not even misinformation that's like relevant. Like, it matters and it's fucking with people's mental health, and that sucks. But like, I just don't see Twitter giving a fuck about the mental health of a streamer couple. You know what I mean?
TikTok is the miscaptioning of already existing clips, meaning they take these clips that already exist in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you know, chop them up for their own nefarious gain, and then put a caption that has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the clip. Because these streamers and content creators spend so much time online, they say anything that can be taken out of context. And because a lot of people don't consume these people's content on a regular basis, they're not gonna notice the subtle differences as to what's going on. We're talking about haircut changes, we're talking about room changes, everything just seems up to date because the content was published recently. Let's take a look at this clip. In the caption, it reads, Duke Dennis talks about the David situation. Says people should do their research before they make any conclusions since nothing is confirmed. For those that don't know, David is the singer who is on the run for allegedly ending the life of his 15-year-old.
Allegedly. I don't know about alleged, But I hear you. We got to just say that technically, right?
Old girlfriend. Now, David is somebody who is a legal adult, so this is a totally messy situation after her body was found in a Tesla. And let's listen to what Duke Dennis has to say about the David situation.
It's so fucked up. I've been seeing everything that bro been going through, and it ain't even my business, so I'm not gonna speak on like what he should or shouldn't do. This is one of my biggest fears, and that's to be embarrassed. This supposed to be his month, his week, the end of
I bet this nigga's not even talking about David in this clip. That's so crazy.
the end of his
Because I feel like I've actually seen this original clip, but let's see.
year supposed to be so great and so happy. The internet done found a way to completely ruin this moment for him.
But the problem with that clip, and just like any of these other clips by some of these clip pages like DGen Clips, is that Duke Dennis is not talking about the David situation. Duke Dennis goes on to tweet, "What's funny about this, I don't even know who David is. That's why I don't get on here no more, because everything on this app is fake and y'all believe it." As you watch that clip in the context of this video, it probably stood out to you that it was chopped up. It was interesting how there was no name explicitly said in the conversation. And, you know, it just didn't feel right. But for somebody who's consuming those clips on the internet, it can easily
become believable with that caption, bro. That's so crazy.
seem as though Duke Dennis is talking about
Because within the context of the caption, it sounds like he's talking about it, but wow,
the David
that's
situation.
crazy.
And that would ultimately make Duke be some sort of nasty, scummy person. And that's not just me believing it. As I scroll through the comment section of the video, that's exactly what they're saying. Now, since that tweet has been posted, and this is where I'm definitely holding these platforms accountable, Twitter has put a community note on it. But ultimately, my question is, why is this not taken down? Why does this clip that's clearly misinformation as told by the...
Oh, wait, so hold on. That might contradict what I just said, though. Let me see that. Duke Dennis said nothing involving David, as this clip is taken out of context from an old stream to make it seem like Duke spoke on him for engagement. Oh, wow. So maybe the AI is this good? Is this people reporting this, or is this the AI? Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Okay. I would imagine that the narrative still spreads and most people don't see this or care to see this. So it's still misinformation being spread to the masses. But I'm still impressed by the fact that it can do this.
on it. But ultimately, my question is, why is this not taken down? Why does this clip that's clearly misinformation as told by the community and is acknowledged by Twitter get to continue to exist on the platform? Especially because Twitter has
makes
a
money
in reel/short form type system where you can scroll through them and not have to see that community note. It's easy to see how somebody could consume this and not read this warning label and still go on to believe that this person is disgusting, even though it's been debunked. You're probably looking at this and asking, like, why would people even be going about doing this? Well, there's a couple of different reasons. And this is why I said academic.
It's the only reason. That's the only reason. Money.
Wasn't scot-free in all this. For one, it's to make a certain type of creator look worse than what they are. Some of it in an attempt to prop up their favorites, some of it because these are like kids who are just angry at a certain level of creator. I remember when Aiden Ross brought on Kick Champs, which is another one of those clipping platform pages, onto his stream. He literally said the reason why he does these sorts of things is because he hates Kai Cenat.
I post a lot of positivity.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
Let me move my camera, bro.
I only post Kai hate because Kai is like, he's racist.
What?
How is Kai racist?
Yeah, where do you get that from, bro?
Because he only accepts black people into AMP. He denied you because you're white.
You know, and look at the type of individuals that are behind these pages. Like, bro, you know, I hate to judge a book by its cover, but I mean, come on, man. He looks just a... Let me chill. I don't want to say too much. You know, YouTube already got on me for bullying, but just the type of individual that gets on the internet, hides behind a fake picture, and just spreads lies. That's who this is. Wow.
Nigga.
What? That's the reason why you hate Kai? Because I'm not an AMP?
It's just like it's multiple things.
Aiden Ross doesn't even
One, the
need to be an
monetization
AMP,
of content means that views are king. Even if it means you're loud, even if it means you're wrong, even if it means you're nasty, even if it means you're disgusting, getting people to click on your content, whether it be to hate, whether it be to love, is the ultimate end goal. Views are the end goal. So with that being said, content creators do whatever they can in order to get people to click. That way they get the engagement and that way they get the money. And the second system that is built on top of that is the whole concept of being first to market in these situations means that even if I don't have all the information, I need to be one of the first people to get the information out. Recently, world famous boxer Anthony Joshua got into a car accident, and DJ Academics, told you he wasn't squeaky clean, would take to one of his pages and tweet out some of the nastiest stuff in the world. Two people lost their life in that tragic accident, and instead of doing his due diligence and waiting, Academics jumped the gun intentionally and said Anthony Joshua has killed two
Oh my God.
others in a car crash. And of course, because it was salacious, it got a bunch of engagement and it got a bunch of views. But because this was the wrong story, Academics got a lot of fire for it and had to end up redacting that sentiment and apologizing and acknowledging it on his live stream.
Just incorrect information going around. You know, I think we should all wait for like official sources to kind of give us a debrief of what happened. As well, I think a post did go out via one of my pages that was absolutely incorrect, and I believe it was taken down. I wasn't even aware at the time when it went up. But it was taken down as quickly as it was realized that the information wasn't correct. But yeah, it's just a very sad situation. Just incorrect information going around.
Anthony Joshua was in the backseat of the car. He sustained injury in this accident. Two of his friends' lives were lost. And because there's a system that was created for there to be some sort of monetization for salacious news and the first to market system that is also enabling this type of behavior, Academics went way over the line and gave a weak ass apology as a way to try to, heal wounds. Trust me, Ac is disgusting in my eyes for that sentiment, but a system is...
Yeah, that's bad, bro. That's bad. You get into a car accident, you lose two of your friends, and then you got motherfuckers reporting that you're the one that ended it. Motherfucker, I wasn't even driving. Damn, bro.
Also nasty. The last reason I want to highlight that this situation exists and probably will continue to exist is because these streamers and content creators believe that they need these fake pages, these clip pages, these disingenuous...
The thing is, the clip pages are spreading their clout though, Again, it's just one of those things where if you're gonna do it, let it be true. And if you're gonna do it in a funny way, then let it just be like so clear that it's satire. But when you really start, you said this motherfucker killed somebody? Come on, man. Like, we need the facts. Don't do that.
Information platforms in order to be successful and have careers. A few months ago, Neon highlighted how much he spends on clippers. I think it was like $1 million a month, some outrageous number a month. Oh my God. Which I can kind of verify is true. And if you ask him, it's a necessity. He owes his life to the Clippers because if the Clippers don't exist, who's gonna watch him?
This is why I don't think that's true. Because companies, right? Companies, are they watching streams? Are they going on Twitch looking at streams, twitch.tv/neon, twitch. Whatever? No. They're seeing the clips. They're scrolling. The executives, they're scrolling. They see the shit come up on their phones. Collabs. You hit up someone. They're not... Fucking... Kevin Durant's not watching a Twitch stream, right? He's seeing clips. He's like, oh, this dude's funny as fuck. Let me bring him on. Or let me do some shit with him. The clipping industry is bigger than ever, and the Clippers need to get more respect for making careers. The Clippers made my career, right? They made my fucking career, bro. No one sits down. The idea of sitting down watching streams is starting to die out, and it's more about scrolling. They want to see quick shit. Their minds are fucked. The world is so cooked. I'm the same way. Motherfuckers are scrolling every second, right?
Imagine being a slave to a platform or a page that is putting out fake clips about you, ultimately because you want Kevin Durant to watch your shit. While there is a sprinkle of truth in what Neon is saying, what he's not realizing is the detriment and the harm that these clip pages can, ultimately set up.
I mean, I think I agree with you, Omizi. I definitely agree with you because obviously it's spreading a bunch of bullshit, but come on, man. Let's not act like in the context of funny clips, clips that are actually true. Like, that stuff isn't necessarily hurting the content creator. But I think it's one of those situations where we get the good with the bad, bro. Now, if I could snap my fingers and say do away with the clips, would I? I don't know, man. You know, I just take it off streamers. I just freaking got done watching the new Stranger Things season, and right now my whole feed is full of Stranger Thing memes and clips. It's like clip culture. It is what it is. I think that's just where we're at. People aren't just clipping their favorite streamers. People are clipping their favorite content in general, movies, shows, animes. I'm seeing animes get redubbed, you know, so it's one of those things where I think we're going to have to end up taking the good with the bad. And then with AI getting so crazy, it is getting hard to tell what's real and fake, bro. I'm not going to lie, but I don't know, man. You know, I think just as human beings, we have to straight up, you know, do our due diligence. We see something and take it with a grain of salt. Like, is this facts? Like, hold on, let me do a little bit more research before I start hating, and some of y'all start typing that angry paragraph in the comment section, ready to, you know, demoralize somebody for something that they didn't do, but the clip said they did. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. You know, it's a different time that we're living in. You know, the internet has changed so much. I would say I feel like the golden ages are behind us, bro. We're definitely entering some weird times on the internet, though, for sure. Love you guys. Where you at, family? Happy New Year. I'll see you on the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.